Hello, I am Denise Lee, and this is my new AP Business with Personal Finance course. What you are taking a look at here is the lesson library that the teacher receives to make this journey into teaching an AP course very user-friendly. As you can see, this is an extensive lesson library of every single lesson, the units, as well as the standards according to College Board. This is my intellectual property. I have no affiliation with College Board, but I did download, and I recommend that you do the same thing, the CED, which is the course and exam description. It's rather extensive. I don't know if you can see how thick it is. It cost me about $30 to print it out at my local printer shop because it is very thick and very robust. In that CED, College Board has laid out all of the standards, as well as a link to a business canvas project and a personal financial advisor project. So what I have done here is I've laid out the units according to that CED, and you can see the units in the blue on the left. And then you can see subunits in the green column in the center. These are the standards in my second column here, the standard numbers. And then the magic happens in this third column over where it says lesson and teacher's keys. These are the lessons that you're going to send through your learning management system to your students. You're going to teach the what is business lesson. It is an interactive. All of my slideshows are interactive, which means students are going to be completing activities while they are learning. So here they're learning about the value proposition. They are learning about value creation and value capture. They're going to be completing some activities in that file. After you teach the what is business, then you can see that there is a link to a workbook. I printed out the workbook at my local printer. It is a 52-page workbook. You can either print it out and give it to your students as a packet. It would be a 26-page front and back packet, or you can roll it out per piece. In other words, just print out the one that you want to give them and hand those out and then collect them from the students. And it's your choice whether you do it as a packet. I personally would do it as a packet, a workbook packet, have the students put it either in a binder or some sort of a binding system. A 3-ring binder would be fine. The reason I would do that is if you had an unexpected absence, you can assign a workbook page to them, a word search, a crossword puzzle. But the workbook is a very valuable resource. As you can see here, there are lessons that can be either assessments or a reiteration review after you teach the concepts with the digital lessons. This workbook is intended to be completed by pencil or pen. It is not a digital completion. The presentations are the digital component. So as you can see here, it is very robust. There is a lesson for everything. There is review of some vocabulary as well. And if you roll this out in the order in which AP College Board intended, that's the same exact way that the lessons are rolled out in this lesson library. You would teach this what is business lesson. You would then complete workbook page number 3. That would take 60 minutes according to my pacing suggestion on here. And this is the project link, again, according to the CED. And there is no personal finance link to this particular subunit. If you refer to the bottom of the page, you will see that there is a business canvas graphic that I created. Now, College Board is using Strategizer's business canvas. What I did was I made a component to that, and that is linked on here. That way the students print out the business canvas graphics. It's actually recommended that students either work in pairs or in small groups of 3 to complete a project as they are learning about the concepts. So that first concept here is a customer component. I highly recommend that you tell your students that when they are identifying and describing a customer's problem, need, or want, that it's something that they can be really passionate about, because that is the same project that they're going to be using throughout the entire course, because you are connecting to that project. So once again, these are the project links that are going to be sent through your learning management system, pacing suggestions, subunits, link to the project, and there's also a link to the personal financial advisor for reflections as the students are learning these very important concepts. As an added bonus, there is an interactive notebook that is included that you can print out and have the students do in a composition book. The interactive notebook is an awesome opportunity for students to take notes along the way, and they go flawlessly with this curriculum. I'm so excited to be able to offer an interactive notebook. If you know me, you know that I'm known for my snip notes, because I believe that students take notes in such a better way when they are using color and in a creative way. So this is some that are completed. And again, these are to be just glued in a basic composition book. And I included the title page there for students to be creative. So with this course, what you are getting is a 52-page workbook. You are getting an interactive notebook for note-taking. You're getting all of the lessons for the daily lessons, as well as a project link and the personal financial advisor reflection component as well. Also, I just want to say in closing, I am not affiliated again with College Board in any way, and I do recommend that you follow the CED, the course and exam description as laid out by College Board, because your students will be taking their test. There are case studies that College Board is offering, as well as some handouts in there that could be very valuable in taking the test. Thank you so much for your interest in my AP Business and Personal Finance course. I'm so happy to have done the work to save you time, and I wish you the best of luck in your new adventure of teaching an AP course.